everyone, welcome to Sunshine Foods Kitchen. So here, this is where we celebrate it. We celebrate everything sunshine, everything the nature has to give us. And so today we came up with this bright idea because the sun is really out there shining, and we thought, how else can we celebrate this sun today? So we've got something exciting for you, and it's called Zobo. Zobo drink is very popular in Nigeria. What is Zobo? It's hibiscus. So it's that flower hibiscus. They've harnessed the flower itself and dehydrated it, and you will be amazed how amazing this drink becomes when you've made it properly. So it's actually a tea, because what I tend to do is I just pour hot water on it. I've shown it several times on my Facebook account. And that's it. It's a tea ready to drink. But there's another way of preparing Zobo that is not just tea, hot water on the flowers or the petals. So that's what we're going to show you today. But we've got something a bit different from what everybody is doing. Because if you go out and you search for Zobo on YouTube, you see loads of them. So we're bringing you alcoholic Zobo. Zobo with a tinge of alcohol in it. And why not? The sun is out, so have fun. Welcome on board. My name is Joy Fido. Okay, so the ingredients for our Zobo is the main thing is the Zobo itself, which is the hibiscus petal. And this is what they look like. So this is the whole pack of it that we're going to be using. Now, if you're in Nigeria, you find that they've got so many different ways of preparing them. This one, you can see that there's not much of the main thing itself, so you get little bits of them. Again, I'm not in Nigeria, so I don't have access to having really good quality Zobo. But this is Zobo, and I'm fine with that, because the whole idea is to show how you can make it to come out as nice as we're thinking or we know. So the next thing we are going to be working with, the next big thing when you're making this drink, is a pineapple. So pineapple right there. Let it be a ripe one, because we're looking for the taste of this pineapple. You want the sweetness of the pineapple in our drink. So don't go picking green pineapple. And then the next big thing is ginger. Ginger is spicy, and that's what we're again looking for, something to zest a bit of zest in this drink, so it's not just sweet, but it's sweet with a twist. And then we're going to put some lemon skin on it and orange skin as well. So again, that zest is what we're still looking for. Another bit of zest is cinnamon. So cinnamon will again give us that spiciness that we're looking for. And all of this together with Zobo itself will become such an amazing drink. But remember what we said when we started? We said we want something with a twist of alcohol. And that's where our rum comes in. So there are too many things. There are options you have. You could have gone for vodka, or you go for rum. But now you could be saying to me, let's say you're in Nigeria and you're wondering, what are you talking about? I don't have rum, or I don't have vodka. We have what we call ogogoro, or I don't know, there's so many other names ogogoro has. But it's as plain as this. This is our rum. It's just pure alcohol white. Spirit, if you want to call it that. So now you're going to go for alcohol, ogogoro, any other white spirit that you find wherever you're based. And that's what we're going to infuse in our drink to bring that hint of alcohol in it and make your drink not just be boring, but bring something a bit different to the table. So let's start cooking. I forgot to mention this one. This is black pepper. That spiciness again is what we're looking for. But what you're going to find is so many people then come with their own ingredients. I've seen so many types of ingredients. It's up to you how you want to spice up your drink. But for us, these are the things we want to work with. So let's start cooking. So we put our Zobo in the sieve. You can put it in anything. colander or anything to make sure that this is not going out of your container, you're not losing it. So you can, if you look underneath, you see it's already showing the color of Zobo. Now don't be worried, this is not taking away your color at all. You want to wash this so all the dirt, if you see how Zobo is placed back home, sometimes it will put you off. They just throw it all over the place and it gets all dusty, flies all over the place. But it should not stop you. Just buy it and wash it really properly. And that's it, we're ready. So now you get water to put in your Zobo. So I'm just going with a 2-pint water, and you pour that into the Zobo. Now if you had a lot more Zobo, which is very possible, you put more water. At this stage we're not really being very focused on the content of the water. The whole idea is for you to know how this is done. So Zobo in the pot, water on it, and that's it. Okay, so now you get your orange and you peel it. Remember, we're interested in the peel or the skin. Whichever way you peel, go with it. So I'll peel the orange and I'll peel the lemon. It's the skin I'm interested in. Okay, so that's my lemon and this is my orange. Now remember, because we're working with the skin, you must wash them before you peel them. If you do it, just a little hint of research, you find that on this skin is where a lot of nutrients are on these fruits. But as usual, we're not aware of that, and what tends to happen is we actually throw that away and we just eat only the liquid inside the fruit. So start learning how to work with these peels. They are really useful for you or good for your health. So the next thing I'm doing now is I'm cutting the ginger. Ginger I'm going to put in the blender and blend, but this is going to go straight into the pot as it is. Okay, so my peel straight into the pot. And so what's going on now is already slowly adding its own beautiful smell into the liquid. Okay, so the black pepper, I'll just pour a little bit in there. I don't want too much. It's gonna be blended with the ginger. And then the cinnamon, I'll just put a little bit as well while I drop the rest whole cinnamon into the pot. So I just pieces them a little bit, just so that it brings out the real smell of cinnamon in the cooking. And that's it. The rest I will just drop in the pot as it is. Okay, so now we're starting to peel our pineapple, and one is already peeled and this is the second one. Now I'm showing you this because I know some people struggle with peeling pineapple. So the trick is, just don't take off the head, just hold the head and then your knife can go easily through where you're going in the pineapple peeling, and you just go with it. Don't go too deep. If you go too deep, you're taking away the flesh. So you try and stay as closer to the skin as possible. Now you may notice the little eyes that pineapple have. They don't matter. If you're gonna just eat this directly, then what will happen is take your time and just take them out slowly. See that? And then they become fresh. But in this case, it's not for eating, it's for cooking. So I'm not really that bothered with it. And you see that? So remember we said this was the second most important ingredient for this particular taste that we're trying to achieve. That's why it is the second most important. Some people don't really go with pineapple. So now that we've finished cutting our pineapple, we need the skin, just like we needed the skin of the orange. So this skin, again, lots of ingredients in the skin. or nutrients in the skin. This is going to go into our pot, the skin itself as well. Okay, so the peel goes into the pot with the Zobo and all the other things we're putting. And now you can see the color beginning to change. That's the Zobo itself. It has very beautiful red color. And we haven't even started boiling, but that's what Zobo does. It starts bringing out all that beautiful color as the water touches it. So we'll carry on with what we're doing. Okay, so now we take the head off. And this now we don't need it for anything. And we now start bringing out the flesh of the pineapple. Now inside the pineapple is this very hard part. See that part? If you were going to eat this pineapple just as a fruit, you don't necessarily need that part, because people don't tend to like it. Very strong. But because we are going to blend it, we will still need it. And we do the same thing with our second pineapple. Because that Zobo is not a lot, I may not use all these 2 pineapple. I'll just use like 1.5, and then we can eat the rest of the pineapple, because then it's going to be so sweet. And so the next stage now is just to cut this pineapple, dice them into smaller pieces, so that when it's blended, the blender can handle it very easily. And that goes into the blender. Okay, so I put the pineapple in the blender, and then I've added some water just so that I have more juice coming out of this. And so I'm going to blend this now. So this is all blended. Now I'm going to sieve this. Now the reason I sieve mine is I love to have my pineapple taste directly in my drink. So I don't like cooking pineapple per se, especially as regards the taste. So I'll sieve this, get the juice out, and then I'll pour the shaft into the Zobo. Again, just to make sure I'm getting more and more taste out of it. Okay, so we finish our sieve, and you can see all the juice in the container. Then we take the shaft and we put it in the pot. Now remember what I prefer, this is me, I prefer to remove the juice from it, because I want that juice really fresh as I'm ready to use it. That's why I remove it. So I add that shaft in, and I'm going to I'll just rinse out the blender into my pot, and now I'm ready to cook. So all of this is now ready for us to put the heat underneath it and give it about 10 minutes boil. Okay, so I've stirred everything all in, and about 10 minutes you cover it and allow it to cook. Okay, so you can see this is our Zobo completely cooked, and we've just allowed it to stand for about 5-10 minutes. So we're now going to sieve this out so you see the drink itself. Okay, so this is a colander, and then this is just a glass bowl that we're going to transfer this into. For reasons, there's a lot of bits in the drink, and we don't want it to drag on for too long to sieve it through. So we'll just pour it into the colander so it holds back anything we don't want. So I'm returning everything else back into the pot. Now the reason for this is Zobo is not that first time you cook it that you throw everything away. We're going to add more water to this and leave it to soak again overnight, and by tomorrow that will be ready to drink as well. So now I'm sieving it properly through. So you can see from the sieve all the bits of, remember when we blended the pineapple, the ginger, all of that we poured in. These are the things that are staying behind in the sieve. And in that glass container is our drink. Okay, so now we've got our drink ready, and we have, remember, our pineapple juice and all the things that's in it. So I'm just stirring it so that they all come back together. Then I normally will add it to my Zobo. So I'm not going to put all of it because I didn't have too much Zobo. So that's my drink already. Okay, so remember what we wanted to do? Add a bit of rum to our Zobo. So if you are just a regular Zobo drinker, this is ready. And all you have to do is put it in a glass and have your drink. But we wanted to give it a twist of alcohol. So we're not going to put too much. I don't know, that's about a quarter of a pint. So that's about okay for the purpose of this video. Now, depending on your kind of person, you may want more, you may want less. And so we're going to add this alcohol to it. And that's our Zobo with alcohol. So alcoholic Zobo. So now you mix everything up. And we're ready to serve. So that's our wine. Call it your Zobo wine. And so enjoy. So normally, depending on where you're serving this, you could put a little bit of lemon twist on it, or orange twist, or anything else, but we'll play around with the decorations later. Okay, so there you have it, your alcoholic Zobo. We hope we've been able to share something exciting with you today, or something different from what you're normally used to. So we look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we come with many more ideas of how you can be creative with sunshine foods. See you, and God bless.